quartile deviation is equal to Q3 minus Q1 divided by Q3 plus Q1 or into standard deviation Y divided by standard deviation X into X minus X mean or into standard deviation Y standard deviation X into X minus X mean. Hello my dear students, I am Dr. B.S. Subramania, called by name Dr. BSS, Professor in Commerce and Management, Vidhyaashram First Aid College, a Temple of Excellence, MYSURU. In this session, I am going to have Business Statistics Second Semester Session 2 in favor of Model Question Paper. Last session, we did the 5 marks question. This session, we are going to solve 10 marks question. We'll move on. Part B, Exam Corner, 10 marks. 10 marks question. Calculate standard deviation. Marks 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Frequency 8, 12, 20, 10, 7, 3. We'll move on. Class 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Frequency 8, 12, 20, 8, 12, 20, 10, 7, 3. So, first step we have to do, first add the frequency. Frequency should be added. 8 plus 12 plus 20 plus 10 plus 7 plus 3, 60. 8 plus 2, 10, 17, 20, 2, 1, 3, 5, 6. N is equal to 60. Then you put this as D dash. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The lowest number you put as 0. Then FT dash. Frequency into D dash. 8 into 0, 0. 12 ones are 12. 22s are 40. 10 threes are 30. 7 fours are 28. 3 fives are 15. Add the figure. This is 12 plus 40 plus 30 plus 28 plus 15. 125. 8 0 0, 12 ones are 12, 12 twos are 40, 10 threes are 30, 7 fours are 28, 3 fives are 50 into 125. 2 plus 8, sigma ft dash. This is 125. Last step, ft dash square. Ft dash square means ft dash into d dash. Not ft dash whole square. Ft dash into d dash. This and this. 0 into 0, 0. 12 ones are 12. 42s are 80. 33s are 90. 28 into 4. 28 into 4. 112. 112. 15 into 5. 75. Add 12 plus 80 plus 90 plus 112 plus 75, 369. Sigma ft dash square 369. What are the steps? First add the frequency, put the lowest number as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then ft dash square. Apply the formula. Standard deviation is equal to root of ft dash square divided by n minus sigma ft dash divided by n whole square into c. C is called class interval outside the root is equal to root of, what is sigma ft dash square? 369 divided by number of frequencies 60 minus, what is ft dash? 125 divided by 60 whole square into c. See that exactly the difference is 10. Simplify is equal to root of 369 divided by 60. This is 6.15 minus, this is 125 divided by 60, 2.08 whole square into 10 is equal to root of 6.15 minus 2.08 into 2.08, 4.33 into 10. Deduct root of 6.15 minus 4.33, 1.82 into 10. Root of 1.82, 1.349 into 10. It works out 13.49. This is your standard deviation. So procedure, first lowest number is 0, 1, 2, 3. You call this as d dash multiplied by f, ft dash. Ft dash and d dash is ft dash square. So it will come 125, 369. Apply standard deviation root of ft dash square divided by n minus ft dash into c. See that c is like this. Equally should be distributed. 10, 20. By chance in exam it is 10, 20, 25, 30, 45. No, then there is no c at all. No class interval. Class interval should be comes outside the root. Lastly, you have to multiply. The answer is 13.49. We'll move on to next problem. Calculate quartile deviation here. So you have to find out quartile deviation. Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2. Class 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60. Last number is 60 to 70. Frequency variation in number 7, 10, 28, 7, 10, 28, 60, 30, 60, 30, 10, 5. First, you add the frequency, then convert frequency into cumulative frequency. First number 7 plus 10 plus 28 plus 60 plus 30 plus 10 plus 5, 150. N is equal to 150. Now, CF means cumulative frequency. What is the first number? 7. For 7, 10 should be added, 17. For 17, 28 should be added. 17 plus 28, 45. For 45, 60 should be added. 105. For 105, 30 should be added. 135. 145. 150. This and this should be same. Cumulative. First number is 7. 7 plus 10, 17. 17 plus 28 is 45. 45 plus 60 is 105. 105 plus 30 is 135. 135 plus 10 is 145 plus 5, 150. Steps. Quartile deviation is equal to Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2. First one, we require Q1. Q1 is equal to n by 4. What's your n? 150 by 4. 150 by 4, 37.5. Find 37.5 in CF. It comes under 45. Here Q1. Now Q3, 3n by 4. 3n by 4. 3 into 150 by 4. That is 3 into 150, 450 divided by 4, 112.5. Find 112.5 under 135. This is Q3. Apply formula. Q1 is equal to L1 plus n by 2 minus CF over F into C. Which range you have selected? 20 to 30. What's your L1? This is your L1. This is your L2. L1 is 20. What's your n by 2? 37.5. Minus, behind this, which range you have selected? 20. Behind this is 17. Divided by constant frequency of that group is 28. Into class interval is 10. Simplify. 20 plus 37.5 minus 17, 20.5, 37.5 divided by 28 into 10. This is 20 plus 20.5 divided by 28 into 10. 7.32. 27.32. This goes in favor of Q1. Q3 is equal to L1 plus 3n by 4 minus CF over F into C. Which range you have selected? 40 to 50. L1 is 40. What is 3n by 4? 112.5. Minus CF, behind number 105. Divided by constant frequency 30. Class interval is 10. This is 40 plus 112.5 minus 105 divided by 30 into 10, 2.5, 42.5. Now, apply the formula. Quartile deviation Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2. What is your Q3? 42.5 minus. What is your Q1? 27.32 divided by 2. 42.5 minus 27.32 divided by 2, 7.59. This is quartile deviation. Then coefficient of quartile deviation is equal to Q3 minus Q1 divided by Q3 plus Q1. This is 42.5 minus 27.32 divided by 42.5 plus 32. If I add 42.5 minus 27.32, 15.18, if I add 42.5 plus 27.32, 69.82. Divide 15.18 divided by 69.82. 0.217, say 0.22. Thus goes in favor of coefficient of quartile deviation. So what is quartile deviation? Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2. Coefficient means Q3 minus Q1 divided by Q3 plus Q1. So quartile deviation is over. From the following data, calculate two regression equations and also estimate the value of y when x is 21 and the value of x when y is 16. Mean, x mean, y mean, standard deviation x, standard deviation y, r is equal. First one, regression equation x on y. Formula x minus x mean r into standard deviation x divided by standard deviation y into y minus y mean. Apply now. X minus, what's your x mean? 18. What's your r? 0.8. What is standard deviation x? 2.6 divided by standard deviation y, 2.3 into y minus, what's your y mean? 12. Simplify. X minus 18 is equal to 2.6 divided by 2.3 into 0.8, 0.90 into y minus 12. X minus 18, 0.90y, 0.90 into 12, 10.8. You take algebraic number one side, numerical number one side. X minus, you take plus becomes minus 0.90y. You took minus 18 that side, plus 18 minus 10.8. X minus 0.90y is equal to 18, 10.8, 7.2. Equation 1. Now, what's the y value? Y is equal to 6. Find the, also estimate the value of y when x is 2 and find the value of x when y is equal to 16. When y is equal to 16, x minus 0.9016 is equal to 7.2. X minus 0.90 into 16, 14.4 is equal to 7.2. You take this figure to that side, minus become plus. X is equal to 7.2 plus 14.4. x is equal to 7.2 plus 14.4, 21.6. This is regression equation x on y. Regression equation y on x. Previously x on y, now y on x. Formula y minus y mean r into standard deviation y divided by standard deviation x into x minus x mean. Y minus, what's your y mean? 12. What's your r? 0.8 into standard deviation y. Standard deviation y 2.3 divided by 2.6 x into minus. What's your x mean? 18. Simplify. Y minus 12. Simplify this. 2.3 divided by 2.6 into 0.8. 0.71 into x minus 18. Y minus 12, 0.71x minus 0.71 into 18, 12.78. You take this figure to this side. Y minus 0.71x is equal to 12 minus 12.78. Y minus 0.71x. This is 12.78 minus 12 minus 0.78. Now, when x is equal to, what's the value? See that? X is 21. Apply. Y minus 0.71 into 21 is equal to minus 0.78. Y minus 71 into 21, 14.91 is equal to minus 0.78. Y minus 14.91 is equal to minus. So y is equal to, you take this one, 14.91 minus 0.78. Therefore, y is equal to 14.91 minus 0.78, 14.13. So this goes in favor of regression equation x on y, y on x. What is x on y? X minus x mean, r into standard deviation x divided by standard deviation y into y minus y mean. What is the regression equation? Y on x, y minus y mean is equal to r into standard deviation y divided by standard x into x minus x mean. You'll move on to next problem. From the following data, obtain two regression equation. Now, you have to construct regression equation. X 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Y 9, 8, 10. 9, 8, 10, 12, 11. First step to do, add the figure. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. 15. Sigma x is equal to 15. Add this. 9 plus 8 plus 10 plus 12 plus 11. 50. Sigma y is equal to 50. Then X mean is equal to sigma x divided by n. 15. How many items are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 3. Y mean sigma y divided by n. 50 divided by 5. This is 10. Next step. X square. 1, 4, 9, 16, 25. Add 1 plus 4 plus 9 plus 16 plus 25. 55. Sigma x square 55. Y square. 9 9s are 81. 8 8s are 64. 10 10s are 100. 12 12s are 144. 11 11s are 121. This is 81 plus 64 plus 100 plus 144 plus 121. 510. Sigma y square. Last step, xy. X into y. 1 9s are 9. 2 8s are 16. 3 10s are 30. 12 4s are 48. 11 5s are 55. I will repeat. 1 9s are 9. 2 8s are 16. 3 10s are 30. 4 12s are 48. 11 5s are 55. Add the figure. 9 plus 16 plus 30 plus 48 plus 55. 158. Sigma xy. 158. Regression equation x on y is equal to x minus x mean r into standard deviation x. This is your regular formula. So this will be r into standard deviation x. Standard deviation is called bxy. X regression equation x on y is equal to sigma xy minus sigma x into sigma y divided by n whole divided by sigma y square minus sigma y whole square divided by n. Formula. What is the formula? Sigma xy minus sigma x into sigma y divided by n divided by sigma y square minus sigma y whole square. Because this entire mass is missing. We'll apply now. Is equal to, what is sigma xy? 158 minus, what is sigma x? 15 into, what is sigma y? 50. Number of items 5 divided by, what is sigma y square? 510 minus sigma y is 50 whole square divided by 5. Simplify. 158 minus, this is 750 divided by 5. 150. This is 510 minus 50 into 50 divided by 5. 500 is equal to 8 divided by 10, 0.8. This will come here. Now, formula x minus x mean bxy into y minus y mean x minus, what's your x mean? 3. What is bxy? 0.8. Y. What's your y mean? 10. Simplify. X minus 3. 0.8 by 0.8 into 10 is equal to 8. You take the y here. X minus 0.8y minus 3 become plus 3 minus 8. X minus 0.8y is equal to minus 5. Any y value is there? See that. Estimate the value of y when x is 8. So there is no value of y. This, or we can write this, x is equal to 5 plus 0.8y. This goes in favor of regression x on y. Then regression equation y on x. Y minus y mean r into standard deviation y, standard deviation x into x minus x mean, r into standard deviation y divided by standard deviation x is called byx. Formula sigma xy minus sigma x into sigma y divided by n whole divided by sigma x square minus sigma x whole square divided by n. What is sigma xy? 158 minus your sigma x is 15 into 50 divided by 5 divided by what is sigma x square? 55 minus sigma x whole square divided by 5. This is 158, you already done, minus 150, come here, 55 minus 15 into 15 divided by 5, 45. This is 8, 0.8. Y minus y mean byx is equal to x minus x mean. Y minus, what's your y mean? 10, 0.8, x minus, x mean is 3. Y minus 10, 0.8x minus 0.8 into 3, 2.4. You take the x here, y minus 0.8x is equal to minus 10 if it comes plus 10 minus 2.4. Y minus 0.8x, this is 10 minus 2.4, 7.6. Equation number 2. When x is 8, y when x is equal to 8, apply. Y minus 0.8 into 8 is equal to 7.6. Y minus 0.8 into 8, 6.4 is equal to 7.6. Y is equal to 7.6 plus 6.4. I took the number that side. So y is equal to 7.6 plus 6.4, 14. Your answer. Because we know the value of x here, substitution, this is your, when x is 8, y is equal to 14. Hope you understand this. Calculate the rank correlation. Rank correlation rank correlation is equal to 1 minus 6 sigma d square divided by n into n square minus 1. This is your formula. X 85, 60, 73, 40, 90. Right. Rank 1. R1. Right. Y 93. Next number 75. Next number 65. Next number 58. Here the procedure is put highest number as a first rank. Which is the highest number? 90 is the first rank. What is the next highest? 85 is the second rank. What is the next number? 73 is the third rank. 60 is the fourth rank. 40 is the fifth rank. Highest is the first rank. Next highest is the second rank. Next highest is third rank. Next is the fourth rank. Next highest fifth rank. Here come R2. Which is the highest one? 93 is the first rank. What is the next highest? 80 is the second rank. What is the next highest? 75 is the third rank. What is the next highest? 65 is the fourth rank. 50 is the fifth rank. Give the ranks. Then d square r1 minus r2 square. So 2 minus 1 is 1, 1 square is 1. 4 minus 3 is 1, 1 square is 1. 3 minus 4 is 1, 1 square is 1. 5 minus 5 is 0. 1 minus 2 is 1, 1 ones are 1. I will repeat. 2, 1 difference is 1, 1 square is 1. 4, 3 is 1, 1 square is 1. 3, 4 is 1, 1 square is 1. 5 minus 5 is 0. 1 minus 2 is 1, 1 square. Add the figure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sigma d square is equal to 4. Apply. Rk is equal to 1 minus 6 into, what is sigma d square? 4. Divided by n. How many items are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 square minus 1. 1. 6 fours are 24. This is 5 into 5 square is 25 minus 1, 24. This is 1 minus 24. So 24 into 5, 120. So 1 minus 24 divided by 120, 0.2. 24 divided by 120, 0.2. So here answer is 0.8. So 80% they are correlated. Hope understand. First step is highest is the first rank. Next highest is the second rank, like this. What is d square? R1 minus R2 square. 2, 1 square, like this. So the answer is 0.8. Calculate rank when the ranks are repeated. Now, the question changes. When the ranks are repeated, x, what are the numbers are? 180. What's the next number? 178. What's the next number? 175. What's the next number? 175. Repeated. 168. What is the next number? 167. What is the next number? 160. What's the last number? 159. R1. Y. 112. 113. 114. 114. 114. 3 times 1, 2. 116. 115. 117. So how to do? And the ranks are repeated now. Which is the highest one? See that 180 is the first rank. What is the next highest? 178 is the second rank. What is the next highest? 175. So there are two numbers are there. 1, 2 is over. 3, 4. So 3 plus 4 is 7 divided by 2. 3.5. 3. This is 7 divided by 2. 7 divided by 2. 3.5. What is the next highest? 168. So 4 is over 5. What is the next highest? 167. 6. This is 7. This is 8. If 3 numbers are repeated, you write divide by 3. Come back here. R2. Which is the highest one? See that? 117 is the highest. First rank. What is the next highest? 116 is the second rank. What is the next highest? 115 is the third rank. Which is the next highest? 114. Here 1, 2, 3 is over. 4, 5, 6. Add 3. 6 plus 5, 11 plus 4, 15 divided by 3. This is 5. This is 5. This is 5. Divide by 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over. What is the next highest? 113 is the 7th rank. 8th rank. This way you have to do it. Here 3 times, here 2 times. Next step. D square. R1. 1 minus 8 is 7. This and this, 49. 2 minus 7 is 5. 5 is 25. 3.5. 5 minus 3.5. 1.5 into 1.5. 2.25. Same. 2.25. This is 0. 6 minus 2 is 4. 16. 7 minus 3 is 4. 16 square. 8 minus 1, 7. 49. Add the figure. This is 49 plus 25 plus 2.25 plus 2.25 plus 16 plus 16 plus 49. 159.50. This is sigma d square. You have to write now. In X series, 175 repeats 2 times. Therefore, m is equal to 2. In Y series, 114 repeats 3 times. Therefore, m is equal to 3. Now, we'll apply the formula. Rk is equal to rank correlation is equal to 1 minus 6 sigma d square plus 1 over 12 m cube minus m. This is for X series plus 1 over 12 m cube minus m. This is for Y series divided by how many items are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 into 8 square minus 1 is equal to 1 minus 6. What is your sigma d square? 159.5 plus 1 by 12. First in MC, how many times? 2 times. 2 cube minus 2 plus 1 over 12 into second one 3 times 3 cube minus 3 whole divided by 8 into 8 square is 64, 163 is equal to 1 minus 159.5 plus 1 over 12 into 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, minus 2 is 6. This is 1 over 12 into 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27, minus 3 is 24. Whole divided by 8 into 63, 504. Now, 1 minus 6 into 159.5 plus this is 0.5 plus 2 divided by 504. Come back here. 1 minus 6 into add 159.5. 1 is 160. 159.5. 0.5 is 160 plus 2 is 162. 6 into 162 whole divided by 504. 1 minus 162 into 6, 162, 159.5, 0.5 is 160 plus 2, 162 into 6 divided by 504. 1 minus 972 divided by 504, 1.92. So Rk is equal to minus 0.92. I will repeat here. Say that 1 minus sigma d square is 1 minus 8 is 749, 7, 5, 25. We'll add once again. This is 49 plus 25 plus 2.25 plus 2.25 plus 16 plus 16 plus 49. 159.5, 1 minus 6, 1 by 12, 1 minus 6, 159.5, 1 over 12, 8 minus 2 is 6.5. This is 27 minus 24, 2. This is 0.5 plus 2, 159.5 plus 0. 160 plus 2, 162 into 6, 972 divided by 504. I have solved the problem relating to standard deviation, quartile deviation, regression equation, construction of regression equation, correlation, and also when the ranks are repeated. All types of problem we have solved. Hope you understand. In the last session, we solved for 5 marks. this session we solved for 10 marks. Hope in the next session we'll move on to 15 marks. Till then, goodbye. Meet in the next session.